Hey guys, Neely here. I was just sitting here in the Classic Metal Show studio checking out the website of our latest sponsor, Rock Gear. That's right, if you're a rock fan and you like to wear rock and roll memorabilia, Rock Gear is the place to go. They have a whole line of great merchandise over there that I think that anyone who is a fan of rock would appreciate. They have t-shirts of all your favorite bands, and every product in the store is officially licensed, so while you're shopping for your favorite band t-shirts online, you're supporting the bands. How great is that? And Rock Gear is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you're unhappy with any order, for any reason, you just got to contact them. They'll send you a replacement or refund your order. All you have to do is send an email to support@rockgear.store. And not only that, they offer free shipping on all orders in the U.S. over $35. Now, there's a value in itself. And speaking of value, Rock Gear is offering Classic Metal Show fans a 10% discount on your order if you use promo code Classic Metal. Now that's badass. So go over there to rockgear.store and make your order today.
All right, well, getting back to your comment earlier.
Okay.
Once again, the Indians are in the news.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Do I need the Indian bumper?
I think you do.
All right, let me play the old Indian bumper, and we'll get to it. Because this is, I don't know. I've always found that the Indians, just in my dealings with them, not the sharpest knives in the drawer.
Savagery.
I mean, it's just I don't know. They're just
savages.
Yeah, I guess. All right, let's see here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see here. Try this again.
All right.
Dum, dum, dum.
It's not playing? I can't find it.
Nope, I'm going to play it right now.
All right.
Wendell, this is your boss, your employer. I command you to come back to work. The Penske files are piling up on your desk, and your TPS reports are overdue. I will forgive your absence because you are a radio jockey, but you must kiss all 4 arms of Ganesha and bring me 1 pound of curry as penalty. I will expect your service Monday morning. Do not disappoint me, Wendell.
Is it racist that Wheezy did an impression of an Indian guy?
Yes, absolutely it is.
All right. I read this and I became an emoji. Shaking my head.
Right.
At least 50 people were killed on Friday. 50, mind you. 50 people were killed on Friday after a train plowed into the revelers celebrating the Hindu holiday festival in northern India.
Okay.
This was the latest major accident on the country's crumbling rail network.
All right.
A crowd had gathered on the railway tracks. They gathered on the tracks.
Yeah. Good plan so far.
In the city of Amritsar, I guess that's how you say it, in Punjab state to watch a fireworks show marking Dussehra festival when the train barreled down the line at great speed.
Yeah. And I guess they couldn't hear it coming from like a mile away like any other train, right? Stop. It'll stop.
Yeah.
I believe it will stop. I just stay here. I have very good seat. I can see the skyline wonderfully from this track. Stupid asses.
I know. At what point does it ever make sense to just stand on an active track?
I believe it will stop, Wendell. I have been waiting out here for 3 days to see the fireworks. And this is a perfect skyline. I have a perfect view between the trees. Just because I hear train coming doesn't mean I should go anywhere.
Right.
I just stay here. The train will stop for me.
There were more than 50 dead. The priority now is to take the injured to the hospital. More than 60 people were injured and were being given emergency treatment at various hospitals across the city. And
Abu, please make sure you bring my arm with you, Abu. It is over there. I can't point to it anymore.
Well, that's funny you should say that, because an AFP photographer at the scene said some victims had lost limbs in the accident while others suffered head wounds.
This is not funny, but it really is.
There was a lot of noise as the firecrackers were being let off, and it appears that the victims were unable to hear the approaching train.
All of this death because of sparklers.
An eyewitness told the TV channel that there was utter commotion when the crowd noticed that the train was coming very fast toward them.
I don't know if I should run or just stand here. I think I will choose the latter.
Right. Everyone
will miss me. It will go around me, even though I'm on the track.
Right. Everyone was running helter-skelter. And suddenly the train crashed into the crowd of people.
They may be a lover, but they ain't no dancer. No.
I don't think there was a crash involved. I think it was just like skin and bones just being flailed from one side of the track to the other.
What is that noise? Splat.
Exactly. Punjab's chief minister, blah, 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 ordered an investigation into the deadly accident and announced a monetary compensation of 500,000 rupees, that is $6,800, to each of the family's victims.
That is more than my husband was worth. Now I can get the shovel for my new toilet.
$6,800.
$6,800 a person. Wow.
How do you even come up with that number?
You take their salary times 10, apparently. Jesus, 6,800.
You know, in other people's denominations, once you get up past 100 or even maybe $1,000, what point does it say that that'll be 500,000 rupees?
Yeah, 500,000 rupees.
Yeah, why even bother go that high?
Yeah.
Can't you just cap it off at saying, 500,000?
No, but dude, $6,000. You realize dead Abu wasn't even worth a used car.
Right.
Jesus.
We have reports that some 50 to 60 people have died. 50 to 60 people.
No.
We have asked that all hospitals remain open through the night. When do hospitals close?
Well, apparently they do in India.
Apparently. I thought hospitals were open all the time.
You would think, now wouldn't you?
So that the injured can be treated. Prime Minister Modi said he was extremely saddened by the heart-wrenching tragedy and asked officials to provide immediate assistance to the injured.
Please help those that can no longer walk. They may be legless, but they are still people too.
That statement alone makes me kind of chuckle too, because can you imagine you got like emergency workers just kind of standing there looking at the carnage, and then Modi says, hey, could you guys, provide immediate assistance to the injured? Hey, what are you just standing there for? Help that guy.
Go get his leg. His leg is over there on the track. What the fuck?
Get this. Nobody takes responsibility. Get this.
Right.
Some relatives of the deceased, they blamed the authorities for allowing a big function to be held next to the railroad track.
How dare they have the fireworks so close to a moving train?
Right. How wide is a railroad track? 8 feet? 10 feet?
Yeah, something like that.
Do you have to stand on the track?
Apparently you do in India.
An eyewitness said that people were taking pictures on their mobile phones and they were not given any warning that they should not stand on the tracks.
Look at that shit.
Is that something your parents taught you like really early when you were growing up, Chris? It's like, don't walk on the railroad tracks.
Okay. No, mine never told me that.
Oh, mine did. It's like never walk on the railroad tracks. That was something that I learned like in kindergarten, I think.
You know what? I really didn't need someone to tell me. I figured big old plate of steel with a thing that could fucking squish a cow off. Yeah, maybe I won't stand here.
India's railroad network is the world's fourth largest and remains the main form of travel in the vast country, but it is poorly funded and deadly accidents often occur. Why do they often occur? Why?
Because these people are stupid.
That's basically it. Does it? The railroad has to be funded better to keep accidents from happening?
I saw the big truck accident 6 months ago, but that was a truck, not a train. This is different. This must be safer. I will stand in front of the train. What the fuck?
So,
choo.
Well, here,
wait a minute. They're not stopping the fireworks. The train must be willing to stop.
Well, here's the tell right here.
All right.
The country is home to hundreds of railroad crossings that are unmanned and particularly accident prone, with people often ignoring oncoming train warnings.
Well, that seems fair. That seems safe. Good idea.
What's that light flashing and that dinging bell for?
Magoo, what do you think that light is flashing for? I don't know, but the fireworks are exquisite.
A couple of the reactions after the story.
Ah! Was that one of them?
Well, yeah. I love the quote that people weren't warned not to stand on the railroad tracks. Seems like the gene pool needed cleaned anyway.
You know what? You couldn't clean that gene pool with fucking an ocean of bleach. India just needs, if ever there's been a place that just needs a nuke, that's it. Jesus Christ. Every story that you read is dumber than the next one. Every single one of them, man.
In the interest of safety, we will hold next year's festival on the airport runway so people are not near the railroad tracks.
That's a very good idea. Very good. Maybe we try a field next time that is on fire. Maybe the fire will avoid us too.
Right.
The fuck? Do they have parks maybe in India somewhere? Is there a park somewhere? You're on, Joe. Yeah, Joe's here, by the way.
I hear him.
Hello.
Hello.
If they do it at the airport, they'll just get hit by planes.
What? That's common sense, Joe. Stop it.
What is this big thing that is landing on my head? You've got to help me. I get hit by airplane wing.
After reading the title of this article, I assume that the train must have derailed. How is standing on the tracks ever a good idea?
I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Holy shit. How will I help you get your Sirius XM canceled if my head is cut off?
Right.
I help you with bank balance.
Here's a throwback. I remember seeing this happen on an episode of Petticoat Junction. Floyd Smoot shared a jug with Uncle Joe, much to Kate's dismay.
What?
Petticoat Junction.
Why are they talking about Petticoat Junction?
Because the train ran through there.
Oh, but okay. That's a terrible reference.
I said it's a throwback.
I'd say, my goodness. Well, the Indians they are always a Shining example of society in action.
and somehow we let them in here.
Yeah, we do. I bet you miss working for them.
No.
Not even a little?
Not at all.
Too funny.
So there you are.
There we go.
So we have 50 less Indians on the planet of the 50 billion that are over there.
Yeah, so that's not even a cleaning of the gene pool.
No.
That's like one drop of bleach hitting a farm.
That's like throwing a deck chair off the Titanic.
Mm-hmm. Well, thankfully, nobody will be sitting on that deck chair anymore. Total value at $6,800 a piece is what? $250,000?
Right.
Nice insurance they got going there.
Sure. $6,800 a piece.
$6,800 a piece. That'll help the family for at least 3 weeks. Gee, thanks a lot.
That's 500,000 rupee.
Of course, if you're dumb enough to stand there on the tracks while a train comes barreling at you, $6,800 still seems like more than your value.
Right.
You couldn't have been. How much could you be adding to society if you were not smart enough to just step like 4 feet away from the track?
Right.
For fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? Wow.
That's India for you.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I was always amazed when I did work with the Indians.
Right.
That they always talk so fondly about going back to their home country.
Go ahead.
It's like, what are you doing? Stay over there.
Yeah. Go ahead, stay. One-way ticket, please.
Yeah. All right, well, let's play a couple of tunes.
All right.
Got anything in mind?
How's about Use My Third Arm, Pantera?
All right, little brutality.
Yeah, from Far Beyond Driven.
Yeah, since somebody lost their third arm or maybe their second arm.
Yeah, because they no longer have a single arm, let alone 3.
Yeah,
the broken arms of Kanesha.
Kanesha. So funny. All right, well, you gotta love the Indians. They provide us a lot of entertainment, even in their own tragedy.
Their tragedy, our humor.
Exactly. Gotta love it.
We really are dicks, aren't we?
We are, but boy, I tell you, I just don't have any love for the Indians.
I can tell.
None. Sorry.
Smell of curry sends him into a rage.
It does. It does. All right, well, here's some Pantera. This is My Third Arm, exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
This is Philip H. Anselmo, and believe it or not, you're listening to the Classic Metal Show. Rock on.
Hey, it's Chris Aiken from the Classic Metal Show. We have tons of friends that are musicians, and what they care about most is their gear. If you are a gearhead, then you need to be shopping at Amplified Parts. They have everything from amplifier parts to speakers to effects pedals and more, with some of the best prices out there today. Visit them online at amplifiedparts.com or give them a call at 480-296-0890 and let them fill all of your gear needs today. When your gear is important, only shop with the best, Amplified Parts.